Hello, hello, hello. I'm Njol, and this is Kamiwaza, Way of the Teeth. It is a game about being a thief. It's very cartoonish over the top and also frustrating, because one of the main goals is that this little girl is sick. So, in order to cure this, so I'm not sure if she can be entirely cured. So here you can sleep to heal. You can go to inventory. Go to disguise settings. And writing journal is for saving. So essentially, the idea is that you're stealing to save the poor, and to give this little girl a hope for the future by buying expensive medicine from a dude who sells it for 3,000. Meanwhile, the character itself goes around and stealing to get the money and doing quests, and most of the objectives is a bit poorly defined on exactly how you trigger the next story beat, because the game is a bit poor at telling you that. But if you go to the inventory here, you can see I'll try this new lockpit at Igasaki Manor at night. Will be best to get the most loot. Then you have Susanna hasn't been feeling well, and people always greeting me. So the first line is location location you must go to in order to trigger the next cutscene. And the next one is the health state of the girl, and the third is the reputation. It lowers when you get spotted or steal from normal people or the poor people you're supposed to help. And over there is a community chest. It's increase your reputation. And yes, that affects how people see you. And wanted level is indicated by this sign. The People's Ally, the Thief, Ebizo. And then the mission is supposed to go to the dock and find a thing. And in order to, this man put on a disguise. Stealing is simple. You just kick things. Then you can slap people and steal So yeah, combat is a little bit clumsy, you could say. So the mission I selected from the current mission is to steal a spiked top at the docks. It's high, also the map has several areas, right? The general map. So Nakatsu town. The thing you do not want to steal from there and give to the Kobor village. Bennington Road is all of the rich people. Jansenke Manor is rich people stuff. The shrine is not so important. The castle has some stuff. So the gameplay takes place between all of these locations. And yes, lockpicking requires you to do a lockpicking quest. And yes, there is a man up here. I could technically get a bag to be heavy enough to kick him in the face. I could, but that... There is also a handful of slightly frustrating bosses. Now, somewhere in this place, there is an item I need to turn in. Now, you will notice that you can jump and do a somersault like this. It works just fine, even if it is very clumsy. Dang it. And stealing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can also drop the bag and call it over. Use some items. Then you can kick the bag. And get style points, which upgrades. Yes, I am not the lockpicking lawyer in this game. So, yeah, some of the logic here is also that different loot has different weight and, you know, and affects speed and mobility. Yes. Uh, it's well and all, but I still want to find that thing. Right. This is a boat. It says search the docks, but the boat is part of the dock. Because the map says information location is unknown. Also, people react differently depending on what you give them. So you either turn in order to get resources, or you turn in to get money. And stealth, well, I can sort of crawl if I want to. Oh, mission failed. So whenever the game slows down, yeah, just do a roll. And it usually is undetectable for a second or two. And if you time it right, you can also instantly steal stuff. Also, whenever rain comes around, things get a bit wet and miserable. Also, yeah, jumping onto stuff is incredibly irritating. So then, hey, you got the 3 pennies here. Let's see what this is license. Give more reputation. So this girl has several states of, you know, this weird adopted daughter of his. Has several states of her sickness. And then you give it here and go to, you know, write in journal. Save. There's like, if you many ways to fail the game, being arrested, you know, at home, death. You can see the people is really happy. Meanwhile, the guards are not happy because I look like a bandit. So naturally, there are ways to get more to get more medicine, but it's only a stopgap measure because eventually you need to collect enough cash to buy more. Or, you know, buy 50 peaches and hope for persimmons and hope for the best. So here is the informant. He gives missions. And here the bathhouse, you can also take a bath. This is the boss. You pay a tribute and eventually you get bonuses from what you can buy. This fellow gives skills and licenses. It gives extra bonuses if you carry it around. Of course, you have a bunch of skills. And yes, in order to get more style points to buy from him, you just drop the bag and give it a real good kick. And that's 1000 style points. Oh yeah. And you just call upon the bag again. This dude is sell stuff. So yeah, sumo painting is apparently distracting. Rice ball is for food, for health, distraction. It seems to work in all diseases. But no, that is a lie. It only makes the girl sicker, so it probably has some sort of lot use, but I wouldn't know. Oh yes, and here's one of the skills you can unlock. It's a bit tricky to figure out how to use the pole bean, as what did I call it? Support beam. As you need to jump and hold the button, but you need to be roughly in the right spot. And you can walk sideways. Also, yeah, the bag will not follow you through a hole. But you can pull it through afterwards. And yes, there are some slight sandbox elements to this, where loot can be placed in different locations. So yeah, ironically enough, if we really want to raise style points, just stuff the bag and kick it in, and then and yeah, the fat rich dude. Unfortunately, it's attracted by the noise of me dropping a bag of loot. You know, has a negative effect on many things. Oh yeah, speaking of tools. Well, that was a boring location. As a Shimari fan. Oh yeah, to unlock lockpicks you need to trigger a certain part of the story. And then... and then just go and collect it. This as always is in one of the more harder to reach locations. I know you can totally go in to the wrong pool. The wrong hot spring, and if you do that, well, you get thrown out. Oh. Let's see then. A Gaisaki Manor. Luckily, there is no fall damage, and stealth is more or less just roll past someone, and there you go. And the yeah. Despite being on the PC with high resolution and everything, it works quite well with a keyboard and mouse. Even though you have to tap the right and left mouse button, depending on what you want to achieve. So then, if I go to Ginsaki Road... and if I don't get spotted, I should be safe. And then I can go to Beniten Market, where everything is dry and dead. Because the rich are terrible. The rich, greedy, fat merchants. But you're Robin Hood after all. Also, rain makes people run around like idiots, making them very unpredictable. So that's the man you buy medicine from. I screwed up the timing there. But right is a mission. Location unknown. One more. Make no mistake though, it is Japanese jank all the way through. Oh, and yeah, with the proper timed dodge. You can instantly steal from someone. But if you time the roll, you are fucked. And if you make too much ruckus, extra of our guards come running. And yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, once you have pilfered people enough. Of course you can, you know, a bit more skill and patience, you can actually, you know, distract people. To make it less painful. You could. And here you can see how things can escalate incredibly quickly. And depending on how high that wanted meter is, The more wishes the guards get. And yeah, also a pool is healing. And it is supposed to be able to, you know, you jump through gaps and such. Oh, sneak in here. Should be a cutscene. Ah, yes. Here's an example of a boss fight. Stealing is cruel, but it's not evil. So the thing with these fights is that you need to wait for the attack to be over, and then dodge, roll away, and then steal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know that most of them it's ruckus. You also notice a couple of other very stupid things. Oh yes. And then comes the big guy. Yeah. As you can see, when things escalate, there's a sort of thing that it takes you from a scene and suddenly to another scene. And yeah, and sometimes you get rescue. Now there should be a warning that should not. It's not safe to go home. And then you get arrested, then killed. Yes, it's a cheesy samurai drama with overacting and weird caricatures. And yeah, that's one way that a game can end if you screw up too much. Sayonara, and like, follow, subscribe. I have Patreon, and you can find this game on Steam.